All right, my marketing people, this one is for you. Holy cow, man, I talk to marketing departments and it is crazy sometimes when I learn about the outsourcing process. What do I mean by that? When you make those lovely little flyers that you're gonna go send out in a marketing blitz, or you have like these nice like thick playbooks that you want to hand out to everyone, your State of the Union reports, or these like massive publications that you're doing, you're usually working with a print shop to make that happen because you don't have the equipment. Or what about the times you want to make more of those direct mailers, right? Or the big old banners because you're at some kind of event and you want to advertise your company. You're outsourcing all of these things. It's incredibly expensive. That's the first challenge I'm usually seeing. And what happens is you print out all this material, and then what happens if your logo changes? What happens if the slogan changes? What happens if the tagline changes? What happens if it just didn't arrive in time? You now have all this material, sunk costs, that you are now literally throwing away. Well, hopefully you recycle because you're green. But let's just assume you recycle anyways. You still lost a lot of money. Not only did you lose money in the expenses, you lost your people's time. And then finally, you didn't even get what you needed to do the things that you needed to do. So now you're losing sales, right? So we just identified one challenge and 3 impacts in this short little conversation. Because I just talk about it, because I sit there and talk to people about it. And then also, if you're thinking about bringing things in-house, now there's some benefits you may not even be aware of. Cost savings, number 1. Time, number 2. How much time could you save if you could just run that print real quick, do that test real fast, make those flyers for that last minute event that you just signed up for because you got a screaming deal on it, right? Imagine the impact that has on enabling your sales team to get the material when they need it, instead of you constantly overnighting everything and spending all that extra money just to get it there because you have such a long process that is so complicated and you don't have full control over it because you're outsourcing it. So these are just some of the things that I always think about when I'm talking to companies. Like, what are you outsourcing paper-based wise? Why are you outsourcing it? How is that going for you? What challenges do you have? What do you like about it? And what would you like to do differently? So these are some of the things that I hope you start thinking about. It's really done in such a way that it can be that low-hanging fruit. I know, I can't think of a better term to use right now, so I'm going with it. But it's the low-hanging fruit. It's the questions that people aren't answering because they're so busy doing, they don't have enough time to stop and think. Hi, that's why I'm here. I do a lot of the thinking because I see a lot of this across all the industries I work with. Right? So my question is to you, lovely marketing people, which, believe me, without y'all, I don't have a job. So thank you, first and foremost, for ensuring that I have a job. But how can we work better together to ensure that your needs are being met so that you can support your salespeople and at the same time, you don't have so many gray hairs? Because let's be honest, unless gray's your thing, which, I'm 30, it's not my thing at the moment, I want less gray hair all around here, right? And I don't want to have to keep dyeing it. So my question is to you, how can we help you, or how can I help you to ensure you got less gray hair and happier salespeople and more sales in your pipeline? Let me know in your comments below. Let me know what you think as well. And if you have any stories, then, I love stories, so please, you got to share them. I'll talk to y'all soon.